how you all doing? I'm just going to shoot a little video today, and the video is going to be on a bowl with a wing on it. It's basically a wing bowl. There it is from the front, and the rim is kind of offset to one side, and the base is just kind of a point on it, and the bowl just sits there like that, rolls around and just finds its own place. You could actually make a hollow form or a box out of it. There's plenty of things that can be done with this project to make it into all different kinds of shapes and sizes. So the piece of wood I'm going to be using for this is this log here. It's a piece of sycamore, and it has a nice bit of spalting inside. It's a bit dry, but it's going to turn out pretty fine, I'd say. So I'm going to just put it on the lathe here and go through the process of how I turn this bowl, okay? Now, this is my piece I have. It's just a log of sycamore, and it's been cut probably a number of years back. It has a bit of wood starting to come up what's left outside. So the first stage here is I just got a circle on the log, and there's my centre there, and I drilled a hole for the centre because I'm going to put it on the screw chuck, and I drilled another hole 10mm back off the centre. Doesn't really matter where you put it, just keep it off centre by 10mm or 3/8, okay? Put it on the lathe here on the centre hole so we can make it into a round blank, and then I will be moving it onto the 10mm hole back and take it from there. I'll show you the next step, okay? The next stage, I'm basically going to make this into a round blank, and I'm going to use a 5/8 ball gouge, nice and sharp, and turn it round. So we'll start out nice and slow. We bank into a circle now. So what I'm going to do now is take it off and put it on the, take it off the lathe again. If you already have your blank made into a circle, you won't have to, you can just put it on the off centre piece straight away. So I just have a log here. Now I'm going to put it on the off centre piece now. I'll screw this on by hand to get it started. And nice and tight. And it's off centre now. Okay, now I have the blank turned into a circle and I have it off centre. Now my next stage is basically I put a mark on it here, so to give me an idea of where the wing is going to be on the bowl. See the wing, and then my base. I'm going to put a spigot on the end here, which will be turned away, which will be that, and that's roughly where the wing of the bowl. And then that's roughly where the top of the bowl is going to be, okay? So that's the next stage. I'm going to bring it down. I'm going to walk on this side of the bowl for the base with a spigot on this. Start out nice and slow. You see it's off centre now. Just bring it up to a comfortable speed that you're going to be comfortable with. I'm just using roughing cuts here. Stop the lathe and move in. Get the tool rest closer for safety. Okay, just switch over to a spindle gouge. I'm just going to make a little spigot on the end here, or a tenant, so I can grab it with the chuck. And speed up nice and gentle. Take it roughly and just get an idea what the size I need here with this. I'll just roughly put that there for a second. A little bit more of it, and now I'll tidy it up. Just check it. There we go. I'll just make that into the shape of the chuck. I'll take a bit more off of here. And I'll go in there with this, pick up the cut there and just tidy up the bottom here now. Got a nice little tenant for the chuck. Okay, so the next stage of this now, I'm going to bring this up to the wing of the ball and shape the base of the ball roughly, because I will be coming back to turn off the end when I'll take us to that stage later. But basically, I'm going to bring this, basically what's going to happen now is I'm going to bring this shape into there with that tenant on the end. Okay. Just go near the line for now. I'll clean her up now. Now you can see that that's the base of the ball there, and then that's basically going to be the base of the ball, and I'll be reversing it and taking that down into that shape there. Might have a bit of a longer point on it, but doesn't really matter. That's kind of the shape I want. Okay, I'm just going to sand this up and reverse it, put it on the chuck and take it to the next stage. Okay, basically I've sanded up this side here and from here down, and I just use mineral oil, that's just liquid paraffin, and then I just put a bit of bees cream, it's just clear wax, basically paste wax, and I just put a coat of that over it and give it a little buff. Just to do that side there now. Okay, basically what I've done now is reversed it, put it in the chuck, and I'm going to turn up this side here right down to that rim and make the kind of same shape as I have here, the ball face, and then hollow out the inside. Okay, so I'll just take you through that stage next. So I'll just start to lay it up, bring it up to a nice comfortable speed. Not too fast, and I'll just take some of this out of the way. Just take a bit of time, nice and slow. basically now I'm going to sand this, sand the face of this and sand it down to there, and then I'm going to open her up like a bowl and hollow it out. Okay? Okay, just ready to hollow it out now. I'm just going to use a bowl gouge here and take it down to the size of the rim that I want, and basically just hollow it out as a bowl. But with the curve that's in this one, I'll take most of it out with this bowl gouge, and then I'll have to switch over to a different angle. See, the bevel on that one is a bit, that'll get me in the bottom of the bowl and across the bottom of it. It's a different angle completely to that one there, that's more pointed. So that'll do the bottom, and that'll do it, take out the top. So to start up the lathe, bring it up to a comfortable speed and just basically start hollowing out the bowl. I'm going to take the rim down to the size that I want first. You can actually make this into a hollow form if you wanted it. I'll probably just take one more cut and that'll be it. See how we get on there now. That'll do there, I think. And I'll just move in a bit close with my tool rest. Get my tool rest nice and steady and start taking the inside out of this now. Just lie the tool over on the side and go from the middle in. At a 45 degree, work the middle out. Just keep going in. Right across. Push the tool in. And come around straight. Start again. Move in a bit closer there for you to have a look. Put the tool over on its side, pick up the cut nice and slow, take a small bit of the line and bring it in and around. Start again, same cut on this side. Turn it over on the center. You should practice these cuts every time, every cut you do, make it a practice cut. take it on to the next stage now. I'm going to sand up the inside. Okay. Basically put a load of oil inside in it. Start sanding. Okay, just made the jam choke, brought up the tailstock, and I'm going to turn the end off down into a point, similar to this one here. It'll probably be a bit more pointy, but that's basically what's going to happen next. Okay, so I'll just take you through that, and I'm going to just turn off the end of it. I'm just going to use a spindle gouge basically to blend this into a point. So slowly does it, a little bit at a time. Now, I'll leave that at that. Basically, I'm just going to sand this up there, and then I'm going to just finish it off with a skewer chisel on the tip. I don't want to go any further just in case I lose it, and it's only barely sitting in that jam chuck there. So I'll sand this up and take it on to the next stage. I've sanded it all up, and I'm just going to part it off with the skew, nice and gentle, real slow. Just get the nib of it there and just nibble it off, and I'll finish. If it stays in the jam chuck, I'll probably just try and finish it there, but if not, I'll finish it off by hand. I won't stay in the jam chuck. Okay. I'm just going to finish that off by hand, and then I'm going to reverse it and show you what else I'm going to do to the lid. Okay, that's the base finished, and that's basically the bowl finished to there. But you can take it another step by lowering this rim here. So you can put it in the jam chuck, or you can leave it that way. But I'm going to put it in the jam chuck and slice the lid across at an angle. Like this one here, you see the way it's cut across. So when it sits, it'll be sitting like that, but the rim will be parallel to what way it's sitting. Okay, so I'll just take you through the step of how to do it. Now the next stage, I have the piece in the jam chuck. I have the tailstock brought up inside, which has a piece of wood on the tip of it. I'll just take it out slowly. You can see it. It's a wooden one that I made up, and it goes into the centre of it. And basically, the short piece of the rim here, I tilted it out by jamming a piece of wood in the back of the jam chuck to bring the piece out, and I'm going to turn off that rim at an angle. So when I bring the tailstock in nice and tight, it's jammed in place there. You can actually, I don't want to go too much with it. Go through the bottom, lock down, everything's locked in place, and the piece is going to spin. And I'm going to basically slice the rim from there to there, to tilt the rim. Yeah. So I'm basically just going to turn the rim back using the 3/8 bowl gouge, 10mm. Turn the speed down nice and slow. I'm just going to take it nice and easy. Nice little cuts. find the cup, pick it up, take it off nice and gentle, and check it now as I go. I can see where it's cutting, right on the spot where I want it, just there, because that's the point that's going to be the low point. There we go, that's the rim. Now I can give that a little rub of sandpaper now while I have it there. I'll just rub that straight now. Okay, when I rub that, I'll get back to you on the next stage. Now, basically sanded it up, and that's the finished piece there now. Basically it's just, I'll take this out so you can see, that's just a revolving tailstock that I put a piece of timber sitting over. Piece of wood in behind it, just to tilt it to one side in the jam chuck. And now you see what I mean about the lid. Sorry. Now you can actually see what I mean about the lid. When this bowl sits like that, the rim of it's facing up. You could actually even make a box out of this. Put a lovely lid sitting on top of that. Here's the base of it. And that was just basically a log that was sitting out there. I actually got this about 3 years ago. Oh, would it be 4 years back? A guy was cutting up a tree, and I got a few pieces up. He was cutting her up and burning it for firewood. And when I left it lying on the ground out there, it started to spalt. I put it in the shed and it's dried up. But it dried out a bit too much, real soft. But it's a bit of sycamore, saved from the fire. Okay. There's the finished project there, a lovely little wing bow. And you just put it sitting down there and it just basically rolls around and just sits onto one side. It's a lovely little project to make, and say beginners could actually make one pretty confidently enough, I'd say. It's not too complicated for any turner to make. You could make a nice hollow form out of it, make a box out of it, and the list is endless what you could do with this piece here. So thanks very much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos.